Hi everyone, Professor Magee here with a short introduction to week 3. Now in week 3, we do not have a traditional discussion board where you're going to post by Thursday and respond to classmates by Sunday. And the reason for this is because I want to give people the option of doing their messing around space versions 3 and 4 with color. There's an option for you to post by Thursday. I will give you feedback, and then you have the option to repost again by Sunday. So it kind of gives you the ability to do even a few other versions to get feedback. Okay, but you can only do this if you post by Thursday, because otherwise I'm not going to have time, to give you feedbacks that you could repost by Sunday. All right, so that is your option for this week. If you don't feel that you need to get, the extra input, or you don't want to experiment anymore, that's fine. You can post by Sunday, and that is totally fine, and you will get full points as long as you address each question. So remember, when you add a splash of color, you need to comment on the impact of that. And then when you move to using full color, you also need to address, the impact of that. You have your last journal, which is about color. Color is really powerful, and and I really encourage you to really experiment with color combinations, color saturations on the same card. One thing that you can do that I think really can really tie a business card design together is to use color to unify the front and back of the card, or to use it as an opportunity to create some contrast. So think about that. And the other issue I wanted to discuss with you is contact information. So contact information in the age of social has gotten a little complicated. You can certainly use little icons, social icons for your social media. You can use like a little telephone icon. There's all kinds of little things that you can use, and that does add a nice graphic element to your business card. So Canva does have some like really, really basic ones with the free version. You have to upgrade to get the better ones, but there are a lot of sources. One that I'm pointing out for you is Icon Finder, which I've used in the past. And I also included an article here from Buffer Social, which will show you many sites that have a lot of different icons. And having little icons can be helpful for other design projects as well. But there are a lot of styles of social icons. Like these are the ones that here are the flat icons, and then but there's all kinds of, there's shadows, there's circles, there's all kinds. The one social media platform I really do encourage people to indicate on their business card is LinkedIn. And there is some disagreement about how people should do that. Some experts claim you should write out the whole URL for your LinkedIn. I disagree. I mean, I think that it's pretty easy to find other people on LinkedIn, but it depends, I guess, on if you have like a name like Mary Smith, that might make it a little harder. And the other thing is, do we need to use P for phone? Do we need to indicate it's your email if it's, Susan Magee at Drexel, .com, or .edu or gmail.com. It's pretty clearly an email. However, that said, sometimes when you're designing and you're working on that contact information, you might tend to, you could tend to use words like phone or, mobile or email to kind of actually even bring like a balance to the bottom of the card or the side of the card or wherever the info is. I did pull up some different images, to show you that using your contact information really can become, thanks to these social icons, really part of the design. And you can consider doing something where it makes, your contact information look more interesting. There's certainly lots of ways to do this. I actually like this one here. in the black and white, I think looks really, really interesting. Here's just another little style of the dark boxes. So you don't have to use, color. You could do them in white. You could keep them in, if you wanted to put your Facebook, which you need to be careful about, obviously, if you're using that for personal reasons. Once you really, if you're really using your business card to get marketing contacts, of course you're going to be using, Facebook and Twitter. And then I guess the day is going to come when you will be able to put a video on your card and scan it, but we're not quite there yet. Also, the other consideration is that it's perfectly fine to kick it old school, skip the social icons, and do what you feel is right for you. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more designs this week. And again, you have the option to submit early on Thursday. It is not required, but if you want to get additional feedback before your peer review next week, this is your opportunity. Okay, so let's have a great week, and I will see you on the discussion board.